Well, hello everyone. It's Sunday today, and this morning my wife and I, Mrs. Rathbone and I, went to our local car boot sale. It's the first time that we've actually been buying stuff at a car boot sale for ages and ages and ages, and what I was interested in was some old tools. As you can see, I've got quite a collection going here. This whole lot cost me £3, would you believe? What have we got here then? Well, let's start with this little fellow here, shall we? So here is the little adjustable then. This is one of the tools I purchased. I'm thinking that this, to be honest with you, is nothing more than a toy out of a toy tool kit, but still it interested me on the stall there, so I thought, yeah, I'll get it because it reminds me of my late father's adjustable spanner of a similar design. It's completely locked up. It doesn't want to work at all, and it's a slight curve to it here. You know, this part of the spanner has a slight curve to it, so somebody's tried to do something with it, and now it won't move at all. So that's something I'm going to have to sort out with the little spanner. And we have a pry bar at this end, look guys. Next up, let's take a look at these pliers. This particular pair of pliers is relatively new, I think. It actually says on here Armstrong 67-677. Made in the USA, and it's a slip joint pair of pliers, as you can see. I've got some of these already kicking about in my garage, not this particular make here, but another set. But this one's interesting in that it's got a large grip section here, and then a slightly smaller one, and then a flat bladed section. I think the other one, or flat tooth section, the other pair I've got are completely flat along here, like so. That's not bad, it's quite heavy. It's still got part of the original price list on it. And they cost me £1, by the way. My word, it's chucking it down outside, guys. Then there is this ancient adjustable spanner. Then there's this old, I believe this is a King Dick adjustable spanner. You can just about make out the name King Dick just here. It is fairly well seized up and pretty grotty as well, pretty skanky. It's horrible and needs a damn good clean up, and that's one other reason I purchased these tools, especially these older ones here, so I've got something to clean up and show you guys what they look like afterwards. So it's not bad. I mean, the face here are not too bad at all. They're nice and flat, they're not been damaged in any way, so that's quite nice. It's just looks like it's been in a barn for most of its life by the looks of it, guys. I also picked up these lasting pliers. I was going through yet another box of bits and pieces, and I came across these little fellows here, and I thought, I think I know what these are used for. They're used by a cobbler for mending shoes. They are lasting pliers. I'm not sure whether this is supposed to be a hammer here or just a little you know, a leverage point or not, but you can certainly you know, you've got this curved edge to lever things with, I would imagine. Perhaps it's for pulling the threading through the shoes as you're sewing them together, maybe. I'm not sure because I've never been a cobbler. I don't know anything about making shoes. The only thing I've noticed is the little tips of the pliers have actually been broken off, and I noticed that when I got home. But that's no big deal, guys, because I only paid £1 for these. These three tools here came from the same stall, and I paid £2 for the lot. But anyway, let's take a look at this little fellow. Now then, as you can see, it looks very much like a Vernier Caliper of some description. The only thing with this one, you can only measure sort of like external, whatever you're measuring, external items, you know, the outside of something. Again, it is quite, it's very old actually, because it's only in imperial. There are only imperial markings on here, just in inches. This side you read, as you can see, from this angle, but if you turn it over, it's actually marked, so you can read it like that when it's stood up. This little wheel here you can actually disengage from the caliper, you know, this edge here. It does move a little bit, but it's a little bit stiff. And I've noticed this evening, just before I started this review, there's a little hole just in here with a thread in it, so there's obviously a little locking thumb screw here. That's gone missing over the years, but as you can see, it's got quite a bit of rust on it. It will make an interesting restoration video, guys, so that's what I'll be doing with them. Oh, by the way, if you happen to know what this is used for, please let me know in the comments down below, because I haven't a clue. I can't find anything about it on the internet, so I'm not sure what it's used for. I know it's obviously some sort of gauge of some description, as I've said, but what it's for, I really don't know, guys. Okay then, guys, so I'm quite pleased with my little haul today of bits and pieces I've picked up on the boot sale this morning. Say £3 for this whole lot here. And I say this is just, I think, is out of a toy toolkit from I don't know how far back, but we'll still have a look at it. These are relatively modern, but I still like them. Lasting pliers, a King Dick adjustable. I know somebody who recently purchased one of these, so I'm sure he'll be interested in seeing me clean this lot up, because this is it's very skanky. And there's this interesting little tool as well. As I say, if you happen to know what this is used for, apart from measuring stuff, because I know it's for measuring stuff, but exactly the job it was used for, or some idea of how old it is, please let me know in the comments down below, guys. As it's only marked in the Imperial, there are no metric graduations on this whatsoever. So yeah, it's quite an interesting little collection here. Right then, guys, I hope you enjoyed this quick look at my car boot bargains today. If you did, don't forget you can subscribe to the channel, click like if you wish, and you can share it with your friends too, because you know, if you don't know what this is, maybe they do. Don't forget you can also swing by and check me out on Instagram, Google+. You can support the channel by purchasing anything you like from GearBest, and there's also my Patreon page too, guys. I've got a couple of you fellows down there supporting me at the moment, and thank you very much for that. Thank you to everyone who's supported me via GearBest as well. Thank you very much, guys. All comes in handy, helps me to purchase interesting stuff like this here to bring to you. And basically, that's it. So I'll catch you later. You know, keep an eye out for this lot coming up on the channel, guys, and I'll catch you later then. Bye!
Oh.